Hi, I'm Rob and welcome to another TW White & Sons video review. Today's car is a Mazda 6 Saloon. So we have quite a rare beast, a Mazda 6 Saloon. I don't need to say any more. Possibly one of the nicest looking saloon cars made. I mean, you just got to look at it. I mean, other than maybe some certain Jaguar models, in sort of good looks alone, pretty much this car stands alone. So I've stopped blowing smoke up Mazda's bottom now and I'll get on with the car. So it's a one owner car from new, it's around about 36,000 miles. It's a 2.5 litre, beg your pardon, SKYACTIV engine. That means 194 horsepower, and this runs through an automatic gearbox, driving the front wheels alone. So it's a machine grey colour and represents the top of the range. It's the GT Sport derivative. Car's in great condition. I think we noted one pin dent of notes around the vehicle. Specification wise, it pretty much is top of the tree. So top engine, gearbox is automatic with lots of features. So starting at the front, full LED lights with auto high beam function. You have a ring of sensors around the car, so it's front and rear park sensors. That will also include front camera, rear camera and side cameras, and the vehicle will then show those when you engage reverse. Hit the view button, and of course it will stitch the four views together, giving you a pseudo appearance from above the vehicle, so you can check out what's going on all around you. You have a lovely sort of waterfall style grille here, complemented by the chrome, of which there is lots. So you have chrome running around the wing, signature, the bottom lower parts of the car as well, on the window belt line. You also note bright silver alloy wheels in a 19-inch design. Indicators within the door mirrors. The door mirrors themselves power fold when you lock the car. The car has keyless entry, so there's a button to touch with the key in your pocket to lock and unlock the car without touching the key physically. Privacy glass in the back windows and the rear passenger doors. Into the rear LED lights. More sensors. The camera just under the aperture of the boot lid there. And twin exit exhausts. So yeah, what a lovely looking thing. Now, being a saloon, you'll have a large boot area. So we're going to touch the pad, lift up and expose an unmarked boot. So customers that had a car previously, only the one owner of course, travelled lightly. You'll note under the floor, you'll see Mazda's sort of foam kit, compressor, etc. There is no spare wheel. This is uncommon now. You do have access to pull the seats from the inside of the vehicle in the boot, which will then flop down the seats on the inside. So shutting that down, coming into the back of the car, again they have a theme running through this vehicle, and we're talking Jazz Club, I think, with this beautiful saddle brown leather with a contrast white stitch. That's like an Alcantara suede door card. More chrome work running through into an almost hidden door handle. Real wood, and then gloss black trim. So it's got a sort of a nice dark autumnal tones running through the vehicle, with a dark headlining too, but complemented by a sunroof letting a bit of light into the cabin. So let's come back out. Talking of light into the cabin, sunroof is above. Keyless entry on the door here. So again, just touch button, lets yourself into the vehicle. Onto the driver's door card, looking clean, unmarked, and proudly displaying a bow symbol, which relates to the audio system. Very punchy, very dynamic, and we'll come on to the audio function shortly. Again, beautiful Napa brown leather interior, all fully electrified on the driver's seat and passenger, but the benefit here for the driver is there's memory function, so that will link the seat and the mirrors together. Let's hop on inside. Coming in, we have a nice bit of suede running through the driver's door cards, this whole sort of area across the dash, very tactile, very smooth. Some nice squishy plastics going on here, very premium feeling. Coming on across to the door cards, gloss black trim, but of course windows, mirrors and power fold function. Some more hidden buttons just around here, identifying the stop start technology. So once the car is up to fully operational temperature and there's more than a thimble of fuel, vehicle will stop itself in traffic when you come to a halt effectively, and just waiting for you to lift off the brake to start instantly. We've also got traction and stability system. We have a lane departure function, and this again links into our adaptive cruise system, so it will self-steer to a degree. And of course an ability to view what's going on with the cameras without necessarily engaging reverse gear. Coming on, the sports steering wheel, nice thick rim, nice to touch. Onto the left hand spokes you've got media functions and an info computer. This will control the digital display of the 3 dials. The middle is a digital display, the outer 2 are analog, and of course we can bring up the lane departure function, which would also be activated for the adaptive cruise. So this on this side of the steering wheel. So we have modes to cycle through, so limiter or cruise control. Once I'm on cruise, using this button to add or decrease a time gap. So if I tap forwards, you'll see it goes up in 0.5 of a second increments, all the way up to 2 seconds, so preserving that gap in time. The vehicle that you're following, you catch up with it, it will stay at that predefined gap. If that vehicle you're following is close to a complete halt, you'll come to a complete halt. Pretty good tech, really nice. Have a speed limiter. In these days where we don't want to be exceeding 20-mile-an-hour zones, you can do so by activating the speed limiter. This will put a soft sort of pedal, and it will actually stop the car accelerating unless of course you fully push the throttle downwards, at which point the car will overspeed. There are, with the gearbox function, a couple of modes to note. You have a sport mode and a manual mode. So bringing the car into drive, move it across with your hand. At any road speed this can be activated. It would not put the car into a gear that's not appropriate. And then you can either push or pull, or take advantage of the wheel spokes with a minus for down changes and a plus for up changes. Otherwise, let the car do itself. 6 speeds. We have the Mazda multimedia controller linking to the screen up here. It can be touched when you're stationary, but the moment you set off, it will then revert back to the controller only. It in itself is very easy to use. It twists, it moves north, south, east, west. You can push downwards. There's some quick access buttons as well. So predominantly this will take you to the main menu, and you can then choose for media. This will bring things like digital radio in. If I click onto the icon there, you can see there's other things to view. So DAB, FM, AM, Bluetooth. And of course there's availability for Apple CarPlay, which is a wired system. Coming down, we have the full climate control. However, this has extras. So we have a heated steering wheel, which is going to be awesome in the winter months. We have some heated seats, again, likewise, winter warmer. But of course, in this summer time that we're in, not particularly hot and sunny today, but it could get muggy, and this is a vented seat, so this will blow cold air through your bottom and allow you to stay chilled. So nice feature. Left and right sided climate, of course. A hangover from the past, CD player. So dig up your CDs, off you go. Lots of storage around the car. We have a glove box with storage. We have door pockets which are equally capable of holding bottles. We have specific cup holders in the middle of the center console. And you'll note this is all clear, leaving the electronic parking brakes to do the job of holding the car. Coming around, more storage, but this time you've got more inputs, including the SD card for the sat nav. This icon tells you that you can have Apple CarPlay in here. It also charges your device. It's a traditional old school auxiliary input plus your 12 volt, so every source covered. The car's sunroof equipped. So coming up, we have a tilt slide function roof. Simply using the control here, just give it a push up and it will tilt. Push it back to the front of the car and it will close, and then bring it back the other way and it will open fully. Lots of air into the car, a bit more light into the car. Bearing in mind it's got a dark headlining. Frameless rear view mirror, which is self-dimming. There's a green light here which will tell you it's live, and it will just dim itself out should you have bright lights behind you. Somewhere for sunglasses or driving glasses, and of course all your light switches and panels up there. So just casting around the cabin, chocolate brown, can be a bit Marmite, hey. So I hope this gives you a full understanding of how this car is. I'm going to jump out. So it's a one owner from vehicle from new. It's a full Mazda service history, serviced in July with its MOT. So not far from being ready to drive away. So on that basis, don't hesitate to give us a call so you can understand fully about this car. We accept a part exchange, so we encourage you to bring the vehicle along for a full appraisal, and of course you can fund the purchase with us should that need some help from us. So hope to see you all soon. Thank you very much.